Vienna station Sunday afternoon. They didn't know it at the time, but these Syrian refugee families were among the last to leave before rail services were suspended. There will be no more trains between Germany and Austria until the pressure of numbers can be reduced. At the other end of the line in Munich, day after day, authorities have welcomed the new arrivals with open arms and compassion. But the reception centres in Bavaria are now at full capacity.
We have since 31st of August, we have 63,000 refugees who arrive in Munich.
Hours after the rail services were halted, Germany's Interior Minister made an unscheduled announcement: temporary border controls.
This step became necessary. The great willingness to help that Germany has shown in recent weeks by full-time employees and especially by the many thousands of volunteers must not be overstrained. The measures taken are also a signal to Europe. Germany is taking on its humanitarian responsibility, but the burden caused by the huge numbers of refugees must be distributed with solidarity across Europe.
Proposals for mandatory quotas to share the refugees among all European Union countries have failed to gain traction, some EU nations threatening to veto such a scheme. France has offered to take 1,000 refugees from Munich, a gesture which the mayor of Munich described as trivial in the circumstances.
I don't want to just park these people anywhere. We're still talking about human beings. I want to take care that in my city people don't have to sleep under bridges. That's why it's urgent to get solidarity from the other states. And I already told French TV that it's a relatively trivial offer to take 1,000 people to France. That's an inappropriate offer, but it's not my job to deal with the European partners. And this is a call to Chancellor Merkel to use her influence in the European Union.
Europe remains deeply divided on the refugee issue. Some accuse these Syrians of all being economic migrants. The reality is very different. I didn't come to Germany because I like Germany, says Mohammed. I am sad to have to leave my country. Mohammed's cousin Asma agrees. No one is happy to leave their country. There's nothing I want more than to go back, and when Syria is rebuilt, I will return there. The EU President Jean-Claude Juncker said Germany's new border controls appeared to be admissible under Schengen rules, but he expressed the hope that the temporary measure would indeed be short-lived. Interior ministers from the 28-nation bloc will hold an emergency meeting in Brussels later on Monday to discuss the next step. Paul Brennan, Al Jazeera.